Prima Media in Johannesburg, this is the Real Economy Report. The local arm of Chinese company Beijing Automotive Works, BAW South Africa, has cut the ribbon on its 200 million rand taxi assembly plant in Springs. The Industrial Development Corporation contributed equity of 22.9 million rand in what is reported to be the first of many investments in a number of sectors. Irma Venter reports.
The IDC has a list of investments planned for South Africa over the next few years, says IDC Metal, Transport and Machinery Products Strategic Business Unit Head, Mazwi Tuniswa. In this investment program, there will be a strong emphasis on the renewable energy projects government plans to build in partnership with the private sector.
We are currently estimating to invest more than 100 billion in the next 5 years. Most of the funding will go, about 23 billion will go to the green industries, and we will have another 12 or so going to the manufacturing industries. And then we also have mining investment. We also have the other industries such as tourism, media and motion picture, and ICT. So we think that in the next 5 years we will have created a significant number of jobs into the local economy.
The list of projects the IDC hopes to spend its budget on includes a solar panel plant in the Eastern Cape.
The first round of the green projects have been fully signed by the IDC, and there is exciting projects around the wind farm in the Eastern Cape. From the manufacturing side, we are looking at opening the first PV assembly plant in the East London IDZ, and also we are looking at other wind tower projects to support the green industries. But also on the automotive sector, we have just invested close to 400 million with a new first tire supplier from India. We call it Motherson, the Motherson Group. They will be starting to open their second factory in Durban early next year. That will create more than 300 jobs, including their plant in Roslyn. So if you add these jobs here, there's about 400. There's Motherson that brings another 300-400 jobs, and other jobs in the green industries. I think we are making a significant dent in terms of job creation.
I just wanted to confirm the PV factory in East London, that's photovoltaic solar panels.
Solar panels, it's an assembly. We are going to assemble the solar panels. So we will buy the chips, and then we will put them together into a panel. And there is a potential for localization of the frames, the aluminium frames. We are looking at a project to develop the glass in South Africa. We are busy talking to the glass manufacturers to provide an iron-free glass for those solar panels and the other panels that we are looking at.
Following substantial growth since its opening in 2006, Logistics Transport globally has recently completed a new facility in Roslyn outside Pretoria. Joanne Taylor has the story.
The LDG facility here is 6,000 square meters on floor space. We've got, according to calculations, we can store up to 12,000 square meters in this area. We've made sure that we've got enough docking bays for sea freight containers and for superlinks that to arrive at here. This operation will be working 24/7, as some of our customers in this region require that. They've also gone on over to 3 shifts, working through the night. So that will be part of our life here in this, from LDG, from this building. And from here we will have to see. We still have got a warehouse close to this facility here, which is an older building. So if the need arises that we need to overflow material, we can always store it there. We talk about slow movers, fast movers will move through here, and we will see with time. As I said in my speech today, we are very flexible. If the need arises from the industry and the surrounding, we will most probably either decide to buy another piece of land and put up another facility, or we will lease or rent, depending where we're going to. South Africa at the moment is a bit of in a down slump. We'll have to see where we're going to. So the future will tell us and say where we need to go.
Other news making headlines this week: Eskom lowers its full-year sales forecast as flows to industry taper off, and COSATU's Irma Venter says ANC mustn't stand for absolutely no consequence. State-owned electricity utility Eskom reported sales of only 110,766 gigawatt-hours in the 6 months to September 30, 2012, a decline of 2.9% when compared with the 114,043 gigawatt-hours recorded during the same period in 2011.
The interim results this time around reflect a declining demand of electricity in the country. It is very clear to us, and we see that quite early in terms of the low economic growth in the country, as well as the industrial unrest that has happened throughout major industries in the country, particularly the mining sector. We certainly seen part of that, not all of it. All of that impact we will feel towards our year-end results.
Congress of South African Trade Unions General Secretary Irma Venter argues that the governing African National Congress should avoid morphing into a party of absolutely no consequences and regain its political legitimacy by heeding lessons from Brazil and particularly its former president Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva.
We should not be where we are today. Today, unemployment by a more realistic expanded figure, which includes discouraged workers, has risen to the outrageous level of 36.3%. Amongst Africans, it is now above 40%, up from 38% in 1995. There is particularly severe crisis amongst the youth, who constitute 63% of the working population in our country, yet make 72% of all people who are unemployed.
That's Creamer Media's Real Economy Report. Join us again next week for more news and insight into South Africa's real economy.